Divus.
Welcome! In this video we are going to have a look at the setup menu in the Divus Optima administration. Here we will find all those settings of our KNX server or KNX superior that are not linked to any project and which are used during the first setup or for maintenance. The first point in the menu is language. There are separate settings which allows you to set the language for the administration and for the visualization independently, but usually you will want to set them both to the same language. By confirming the changes with the Save button, the page will then reload with the chosen language. The next point is network. Here you will adapt the device's settings to the network where it will be used. If the device should be accessed remotely using a DDNS, insert the domain name in the last field. The SSL certificate, which Optima creates, can then refer to the correct domain name. If you don't use the remote access, you can ignore this setting. Changes are to be confirmed with the Save button. Then wait for the device to reload, without interrupting or refreshing the browser page. The update page is used to bring Optima to the newest version. If the device has internet access, just push the update button in the base view, not the expert view. The online update will check for a newer version, and if one is available, move on to downloading and installing. All this can take several minutes. Please do not leave the page during this time. At the end, you will get a result page with a green button to reboot the device. After the reboot, the device will start using the new version. If the device shouldn't have any internet access, the procedure to update it is slightly different. Take note of the device's serial number and write us an email requesting the update file for your device. We will send you the correct file, which you will then store on your PC. For the next steps of the manual update, please use our portable version of Google Chrome or otherwise Microsoft Edge. Don't use the new version of Google Chrome because it has difficulties with uploading big files. You can find the portable version of Google Chrome on our Divus USB stick or otherwise download it from here: www.divus.eu/media/Google Chrome portable.zip. Once you have the zip file and extracted its content to a folder, open the folder and start the browser. Now turn back to the update page we have seen before. Switch to the expert view of the page. You will see the field to select the update file from your PC. Confirm the selection and start the update procedure with the update button. Wait until you see the result page and reboot the device using the new version. An important page under setup is the backup restore page. The most important part of a backup is the database. It contains all the changes you make in the Optima administration, like all the group addresses from the ETS project, all the rooms, every user, and so on. One part which is handled separately are the background images. A complete backup often is composed of two files, database and background images. Those backups can then easily be moved from one device, for example KNX server, to another, for example KNX superior or a BDK. The only prerequisite is that the source device does not have a newer version of Optima than the destination device. To conclude more complex projects, you may also require other backup files. If PHP scripts are being used, they must be saved or restored using the custom script section. If there are graphs or energy management, or both, There will be also a CSV file containing the logged data to import or to export. The page to do that can be found under Data Logging, Import, Export. And one more thing, if you are using customized icons, you need to add those image files to your backup file set, because none of the files described above will contain those customized files. So again, summarizing. For a complete Optima project backup, the best thing to do is to create a new folder and give it a meaningful name. Then we store all the 3 backup files from the backup restore page inside this folder. One last important point on this page is the reset option. It allows to bring all settings back to their default value and delete all the imported or created objects. So it is useful every time you want to start from scratch. Regarding date and time, the important things to know are these. By default, the device will try to get the precise time and date from a time server in the internet. So, if the device is meant to be used in a Central European time zone, there are no further changes needed. For other cases, there are these settings. If date and time should be received from KNX objects, because you have a KNX weather station with GPS for example, you would need to change the synchronization type to KNX group address and accordingly choose the 2 needed objects. Optima will recognize such objects and automatically offer them for selection. If there shouldn't be any type of synchronization, set it to none. But please note that the KNX server has no battery, so if there should be a longer power loss, date and time settings will be lost. To avoid this, you may use an UPS device. One less case is, if you have KNX objects for date and time, but they don't have any external source and you would like to use the KNX server or KNX Superior as time server for them. If your device discovers such 2 objects, you may change the setting Sync Date/Time to KNX and select them, but they usually will be selected already. The last option on this page allows to schedule the reboot of the communication services of Optima weekly. Under Licenses and Modules, you will find your current licenses, as well as fields where you may insert keys to activate additional modules. To do that, you would simply paste the key you obtained into the matching field and push Save at the bottom. After the browser page has reloaded, check the same page again. A red label indicates that something hasn't worked correctly. If it did work, you would also see it by the green label, and of course by the new menu which will appear offering the newly unlocked functionality. The last point of the menu is Maintenance. Here you will find some essential data about the status of the device, like the uptime and the memory usage. Moreover, we will find some useful function to restart single functions or the whole system. The web certificate is generated automatically each time you change the network settings. Therefore, it is needed only in special cases to rebuild it from here. Have fun by trying it by yourself.
Divus.